My Tema International School journey began with the need to discover all I could be, making the most of the time I have been given, building on my talents. It's about challenging comfort zones and daring to be different. If TIS could be summed up in a sentence, a journey to you.
Education is not about the knowledge drawn from the most complex books, the command of various languages, the ability to solve impossible maths techniques at a go. It is about exploration, discovery, and a connection with your world, and Tema International School has the time-proven technique to prepare your child for the many challenges from the world outside formal education. Like many dreams, Tema International School was born out of a need to provide a solution to a problem. The dream lay in the founder's desire to find a school for their granddaughter who had developed a medical condition at birth.
Sonia was born with a condition called muscular dystrophy. She didn't sit on her own, she didn't crawl, she didn't walk. But she was very intelligent and was desirous to go to school.
We went around looking for a place for her, but we didn't get any place because of her condition. So we decided that my mom and I, both being educationists, should start something on our own.
3rd October 2003 was the day we opened the school, and it's to me like yesterday.
It's a family school. The dream was about family, how we can train, educate children.
What I remember at the time, hard work that was put into the construction of the school by the remarkable founders led by our parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ajabon, and supported by a team that I remember used to be called a dream team at the time.
Opening its doors to 67 young, inquisitive minds in its early stages.
25 were in grade 7 and 42 in grade 9. The grade 9 were those who were set for IGCSE. The grade 7 we prepared them for preparation, school-based curriculum for them to get to grade 9 before we start the IGCSE program.
My greatest pride when it comes to TIS is the people, the staff, the students, the parents, to have thought that a small dream would become something that is so big, that would involve so many people from all walks of life, sharing in that same vision, which is training and developing young minds to become independent, to become internationally minded, to become balanced individuals and students or individuals with integrity. It gives me great pride to know that we have produced graduates, over 500 graduates that are impacting or having a positive impact in society.
We have become a school of choice when it comes to international education in Ghana. The sources are quite varied. We are producing students and graduates who are rounded, who are holding themselves up, they are holding their places in wherever they are finding themselves. What else can you ask for?
Opening its doors to 67 young, inquisitive minds, it has now become a home for about 300 people.
When we started, we didn't have many of these facilities that you see here now. I mean, even the basketball court wasn't something we had for like at least a year or two after we came to the school. So the MPH wasn't as fixed up as it is right now. All the sound systems and stuff that are in there. Personally, whenever I come back here, there's always something new that's being either sprung up or something new that is being brought about. We didn't have internet in the computer labs. Now they have wireless internet everywhere.
Little bits of change that together will have great impact.
I wouldn't say it has been the smoothest ride, but then throughout it, I've been able to overcome every challenge I've been put towards. And I would say that generally, Coming to TIS has helped me mature as a person and develop into someone who is ready to go out into the real world and actually stand a chance of competing with everybody else.
My comfort zone was just being shy, the guy in the corner, but now coming to TIS, I've experienced more, been able to step out, be more outspoken. It's really helped me just manage everything all together.
I didn't like standing in front of people, delivering a speech, making my opinions known, none of that. But when I came to TIS, I've learned how to speak in public, make my opinions known. I was in the assembly committee. Honestly speaking, if you gave me a speech right now or told me to deliver a speech right now, anywhere, anytime, I could.
It's like the environment is in a way that you have to fend for yourself. You have your own responsibilities and you have to realize that you are mature enough to take on these responsibilities and that you just don't need anyone else to help you.
Located in the heart of Tema Industrial Area, Community 22, Tema International School, TIS, has since its inception had a mission of providing excellent education for all children, irrespective of nationality, ethnicity, creed, or gender. TIS was established with the purpose to produce internationally minded young adults, and with its IGCSE and IB programs, students have become critical thinkers and self-directed learners. Since its establishment in 2003, TIS has long carved the niche as one of the longest-standing IB schools in Ghana, becoming an educational lighthouse for the many students who pass through its walls. The school runs from grade 7 to grade 12, with students aged from 12 to 19, with an average class size of 25. Students from TIS come from over 10 different countries around the world, the majority being Ghanaians. From the very beginning, the young minds have been led by qualified and diverse educationists.
Tema International School aims to be the international school of choice, producing or nurturing world-class citizens who will make a difference to the world, make it a better place. Tema International School is a family school. It is full of opportunities that students in a lot of schools don't get, and that's being advantaged by the fact that we're a boarding school. People will often hear me refer to the expression or movie franchise Fast and Furious, and that's because there is so much going on here at any one time, and the sort of things that we do here over 3 weeks might be the type of experience that other day schools might take a semester to complete. And it's those experiences that are so important to our students, and they stand out whichever universities they go to.
With 42 experienced, highly qualified teaching staff concerned with the well-being of each student and aware that teaching extends beyond the walls of the classroom. Following a 4-year IGCSE program, students embark on the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program.
IB Diploma Program, which was started in 1969 in Geneva, is one of the best pre-university programs which prepares children for not only their university but the life ahead. Core vision of IB Diploma is creating lifelong learners who are global citizens who think globally and act locally. When it comes to TIS, Tema International School, the core of Tema International School is family. The last and most important, we understand for a holistic development of a student, and that too for an academically rigorous IB Diploma program. Some of the children, sometimes the stress becomes too much. So the school has a full-time emotional counselor who takes care of their emotional well-being also.
MYP, which is the Middle Years program, seemed to encompass everything that I found when I first came in the children here. The confidence, the caring nature, the service that they're prepared to give to their society, their communities, was very much just what MYP is expecting of the students. It's also a program which not only encourages this kind of confidence, this sort of risk-taking, it also encourages the students to be very much open-minded, international-minded. And I found coming into TIS, yes, the kids are in general very aware of not only their local surroundings, but even their international surroundings. And the MYP is something that is going to enhance this.
The world is large, but it's becoming smaller. So the idea is to give our young people here as much exposure as possible, so that we want them to be universal, we want them to be international minded, so that they see the world in a certain place where we never had.
From its early beginnings till now, Tema International School has always been a school that offered quality all-round education, placing the needs of students first and foremost.
I've been dealing with TIS for the past 4 to 5 years now, and it's almost like a family to me.
The school is more of a family. When you look around, you feel the kids are at home. The discipline, the hygiene, the care given to the kids when they're around. I've visited a couple of their dorms, and then everything to write home about, beautiful.
TIS boarding, I would say, is a home away from home. Students are nurtured in a structured and a busy environment, ensuring that they acquire the skills of independent living, giving them that sense of worth to help them be able to fit into the system. So everything done in the TIS boarding is just like home.
The bond between teachers and students is one that has been replicated by many international schools based in Ghana.
We motivate our teachers at TIS by housing them in executive bungalows. We get them to go on trips or chaperone our children to educational trips or tours around the world. They are given great remuneration packages. They train online. They go for face-to-face training as well. There is the state-of-the-art facilities and the teaching environment for our students to excel in.
Students at Tema International School are encouraged to find their interests and pushed further to express themselves in ways that build their self-confidence. The search for knowledge is not just limited to the four walls of the classrooms. Educational boundaries are extended to encompass various performing and creative arts. The goal? For them to find areas of personal interests on the journey to achieving their future aspirations while having a bit of fun along the way.
We have no time. I've contemplated on my pursuit day and night, and that's weight on me heavier than this thing. I do not like what I feel.
We believe that everyone is creative and everyone has got the edge to find his or her own voice. So all that we do within our courses is to help the students find their own voice. That comes through how we structure our lessons and what we engage them in doing. The Black Box is a space that we created when we introduced drama and theater in TIS to serve as a studio for drama and theater to happen. For us to trigger what we need to trigger in them, we need to be able to create the needed environment for that to happen. So the needed environment is to find a space of neutrality. That's why the name The Black Box.
The study of languages takes center stage, and no language is more louder than music. Music is the most well-known international language, and students are taught to speak it.
Music, like any other language, once you learn how to play or learn how to read it, you can go all over the world and music is spoken there.
I found it a bit difficult at the beginning because learning new pieces was hard. I didn't know my fingering. I didn't know how to hold the instrument well, but as I've learned and as I've practiced almost every day in TIS, I think I become better, and I find it much easier learning new pieces, holding the instruments, like basic skills like that. It's made me more focused and concentrated in my academics. I'm able to learn better, understand everything I'm learning better.
Members of staff have patience with students in their quest to find a hobby that gives them a positive experience.
You have to be committed to your work you have to like the children, and also you have to come down to their level and then interact with them as though you are extended family.
Providing an all-round secondary education with students as the primary beneficiaries continues to be the driving force at Tema International School.
The important thing in this day and age is that we set up structures where young people own their own education, where they can be part of the process.
The idea is creating a congenial atmosphere for staff and students to coexist, share ideas that will enhance the knowledge acquisition process.
We always tell the kids that we want them to feel that they are home when they leave home and join us. And so the most important thing is to ensure that they are as comfortable and as settled as it can be.
In the area of sports, students at Tema International School have proven to be the best on the field, court, pool, and wherever they are placed.
I mostly specialize in track and field events like long jump and high jump because that's what I love to do. So far, I've had 7 medals and I've broken an ISAG record for high jump.
Last 2 semesters, one of our swimmers, Michael Kumi, he was part of the junior team that represented Ghana in the competition at Egypt. So certainly our students are going international.
A lot of emphasis is placed on sports. Talent is groomed and nurtured to develop a winning mentality, whether as an individual on the court or a part of a team. Giving back to society is one of the principles students are instilled with. The school prides itself in its sense of community, togetherness, and the needs of the many being greater than the needs of one. Tema International School is full of world-class citizens who are understanding and superb in their caring nature. Albert Einstein once said, "Try not to become a person of success, rather be a person of value." The question Tema International School seeks to answer: what if you can become both?
I've stayed here for this long because TIS has a great family tradition, and I've experienced this tradition.
Relationship between staff and management is good. We work as a very big family.
Students carry with them the firm and wise principles they adopted in TIS. The alumni inspire change wherever they go.
At TIS, our students school all over the world. We have students who are at Ashesi University Ghana, University of Ghana Medical School, KNUST. We have students in University of Cambridge, Imperial College London. We have students at University of Warwick, University of Toronto in Canada, McGill University, UBC. We have students at Cornell, MIT, Princeton University, Harvard, Mount Holyoke College, Vassar College, American University of Paris, and we also have students at African Leadership University in Mauritius.
A school that is always on the verge of change and protecting the environment, Tema International School is what you would describe as green.
CAS challenge the students. CAS make the student believe that they can do anything and give them the possibility of actually making things happen, yes, which is going to not only impact the community or themselves today, but I think it's in the long term because we see the positive influence of CAS even in our alumni as we speak. We have so many great projects which is ongoing, but there is one which is very dear to TIS, which is Akolikope. Akolikope is a community in Sogakope, which was founded by class of 2011, 7 years ago. And this class who had the opportunity to spend 2 days there, and they realized they had a hands-on experience into all the challenges of the community. And one of them was the students learning under a tree, and the students at Akolikope. And our class of IB students at the time could not understand how that was possible. And they started a whole movement to build a school. And this project is ongoing. We have done a number of things in the community, which is from the borehole, building a 6-block classroom, a library, a canteen, from water, from paying school fees for the students, and much, much more it's been doing. And there's much more we're going to achieve.
As a parent,
I would want to say that I have seen a progressive developmental institutional investment program, and I think it's worth its while to talk about.
I heard about TIS from my husband. He had 2 of his colleagues who were bringing their children all the way from Nigeria to TIS. So we got inquisitive. Why Ghana? So we started making our inquiries and found out that the school was really a place to be.
TIS is the right place to go if you want to progress.
The best thing you ever experienced, and it'll be the most amazing time of your life.
If they are looking for a boarding school to be exact, I'd recommend this school because this school is close together and everyone is welcoming and the school itself is welcoming and you feel safe here.
TIS, we are a family school with a sense of community.
TIS has been, is, and honestly forever will be my home.
Tema International School looks forward to welcoming you.